Man, what a crazy day. That's nuts. Hey, I'll tell you what. End of the week, Friday. I know this isn't whiskey, guys. You're going to have to give me a break. Whiskey is usually my go-to, but I've got some Kraken that my buddy Brandon from Fargo, North Dakota gave to me. I'm just going to polish her off. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades. We have technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family friends and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money. And I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools to you guys here in the community, make a couple people better off, better than they were before, that's all that I can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do give updates on Microvision every trading day. Man, what a freaking day. This is outrageous. What a crazy day. Before we get into the video, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to the guys over at the Patreon. We did have some new members join us here in the last 24 hours. We are currently sitting at 284 members. Ryan, Andrew, Ollie, Sam, X-House, Jenna, Michelle, Ollie, Frank, Evan. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. They will have access to the private Discord as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And guys, there's a lot of nuggets in here. There's a whole bunch of different tabs we've got. We've got buy or sell ideas, research. I give my daily trade updates. We've got a bunch of different channels talking about different stocks. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good stuff in here. So if you're interested, there's a link to the Patreon in the description box down below. And watch out for this scammer. This is not me. You'll know it's not me because it doesn't have that great box around his name. Report the account. Don't call that number. Don't buy his crap. You'll be cooking with Crisco. So we're going to give an update on Microvision. We're going to look at this at a 1-month chart as well as a 2-day, 1-minute chart. We're going to discuss a couple different indicators that I've pulled up. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index, anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold. And then we're going to take a look at the 15-day VWMA, the Volume Adjusted Moving Average. And this is a 15-day average price action trend line that adjusts according to volume. And then the 200 EMA, which is this dark blue line right here. And this is a 200-day moving average based on price action over those 200 days, and it creates an average valuation trend line. We'll talk about the overall volume, current levels of support and resistance, the overall price action, potential entry points. I'm not going to give you an exit point, if you're looking for this as a mid to long term, because we've talked about this a million times, and I'll get into this more, but I do think this is a great hold for 2021. So potential entry points for the stock, and then we'll get into this on a 2-day, 1-minute chart and talk about the price action today. So if you're not familiar with what Microvision is, I'll just give you a quick, oh man, that's not a good number to see. That caught my attention right away. Microvision engages in the development of laser beam scanning technology. It offers its product under the Pico-P brand. Pico-P scanning technology has addressing the following market segments: interactive and non-interactive projected displays, 3D perceptive lidar sensing for consumer electronics, augmented or mixed reality, and 3D perceptive lidar sensing for automotive active collision avoidance. On StockTwits, they are looking at 48,000 members. Message volume is up, sentiment up, price was up 1 penny today. Oh man, but what a roller coaster. And I found this piece that came out literally today, and this could be some positive catalyst for the upcoming trading day, because I think the last time we've seen some news on Microvision was like 10 days ago or something. It's been a hot minute. So let's just take a quick look at this. Looking for a top momentum stock, check out Microvision. Microvision shares rose in value on Thursday, January 14th, with the stock price up by 0.84% to the previous day's close as strong demand from buyers drove the stock to $6.6. Actively observing the price movement in the last trading day, the stock closed the session at $6.55, falling within a range of $6.07 and $7. The value of beta 5-year monthly was 369, whereas the PE ratio was 0 over 12-month period. Referring to a stock's 52-week performance, its high was 9.74 and the low was 15 cents. On the whole, MVIS has fluctuated by 110% over the past month. And I'll leave a link to this in the description box, but this is basically talking about what they think of Microvision. They do think it is a buy. There's an opinion here by analysts. The stock is rated as a hold by 2 analysts. No one recommended it as a buy, and nobody called the MVIS stock outperform. So take that for what it is. I just want to be completely transparent and give you guys everything that I'm finding on the stock, and then you can make your own financial decisions. Just to be completely blunt and transparent, I do have a position in MVIS. Man, today was a freaking bleed day. The market was rough. And we do have 2,030 shares at a dollar cost average of 675.9, up 20 bucks today, down 300. I'm looking really nice this week. This is nice. I'm very happy. I was down 3,000 before, and if you guys have been around for a while, you know that I'm not selling this for all of 2021, regardless of whether there's a buyout or not. MVIS has a lot of awesome things happening right now. They've got automotive lidar tech that they're working on for April. We're expected to be presented on this tech in April, and companies like Tesla, Microsoft, who wants to get into the car game, Apple, who wants to get into the car game, Ford, who's been on an absolute rampage over the last couple of days, looking absolutely killer. Tesla, I know people don't think Tesla would ever do it because Elon Musk doesn't like lidar. It's too bulky and ugly, but MVIS guys, some of their lidar tech is the size of a freaking quarter, and I think MVIS would look absolutely killer on a Tesla. It'd just be the cherry on the cake for Elon Musk, now the richest man in the world. I'm gonna take a drink break. My gullet was getting dry. And I think it's very high potential that we get a buyout from Microsoft. And not just Microsoft, but any of those companies, as I was. And if that happens, that is going to be absolutely killer for Microvision. Because as buyouts happen, you know, investors are paid a multiple per $1 billion given on the acquisition. So let's say that Microvision is bought out for $5 billion, and I'm lowballing. Like if Microsoft buys them out, it could be $10 billion, $12 billion. Shareholders will be paid a multiple of 7 per $1 billion in sales. So if you got a $5 billion acquisition of the company, you'd be paid $7 times 5 per share, so 35 bucks a share. And if you have 2,000 shares, you're walking away absolutely filthy. And guys, I'm lowballing. I really am. I've always done that with this channel. I don't try to get your guys' hopes up, but there is rumors of Microvision being bought out for their tech, and not just that, but they have IVAS tech that is used by the Army, the aviation sector, to help navigate the skies more clearly. And there's goggles that are being developed for infantrymen, armormen, field artillery, air defense artillery, so that they can navigate the ground more clearly and be able to look at the battlefield in a different way. So there's just a lot of good things happening here. This is literally almost half my portfolio. I think if we take a quick look, I think it gives me a breakdown if I just take a quick peek. Come on. I think it's like 48% or something of my portfolio, but I am really high up on Microvision. So let's just take a quick look at all that we have today. At the beginning of the day, we were very overbought. RSI indicator corrected to about neutral, a hair below neutral for a little while, but we did end the day up, green, if you want to. It felt like a loss, honestly, because we touched over this level of resistance here. We touched 748 at one point in the day. I mean, we opened it was just cracking down, like insane volume, just pumping the stock like you wouldn't believe. So I was like, oh my gosh, today's the day. But it's not looking too bad. We still do have the 15-day VWMA over the 200 EMA, and I pointed this out in a previous video. But if you're new, this is an indicator that a stock is bullish. So we are currently bullish on Microvision. We still are. We still have a nice thick gap right here. And we were green on the day. I know it didn't feel like we were green on the day because we were just bleeding for the last the last 5 hours of the trading day, but we ended green. Whether it's a penny or a dollar, right? That's still momentum towards the bulls. We were able to hold off some really harsh short selling, some really harsh profit taking. I do think that we attracted some traders into the stock today, but the volume is still up compared to the usual. We've had 3 days in a row of unusual trading volume, and I honestly think this is just the start. So if you kept up with the series, you know that I pay very close attention to volume, and there was a time period where we saw some very steep volume increases right at the bell, and we can see that right here, right? This huge bump in volume, and to me, this just screams institutional buying or toot buying, and I have no confirmation of that. This is just based on me reading the psychology of the charts, but this stock is infamously short attacked, right? It's a lot of people short the stock because of how volatile it is, and it makes sense, right? If you can make money, then do it. But I think that these buyers are getting in when the stock is done getting absolutely hammered, and they're getting their shares for as cheap as they can, anticipating something that is going to happen, right? And I think we're seeing that same thing happening here today. We saw a huge spike in volume yesterday. At the end of the day, we saw like a 500,000 share buy, right? I think there's a lot of, this looks like just the beginning of the run-up, guys, I'm telling you. It's been 3 days since we crossed over the 15 VWMA over the 200 EMA. If we look here, 1, 2, 3 days, that's an increase of $2.68 to $3.13, right? Let's look here. an increase of 567 up to 665 or 662 in the after hours. So this is the beginning. If we repeat that trend, I very, very highly believe that MVIS is going to go on a filthy run. We retested the 698 resistance level and broke through it at one point. We were trading above $7 for probably about an hour of the day. And if we can hold above $7, $7.39 is going to be the next level to watch for. And I think it's very realistic that we see that on Tuesday. Of course, I'm not going to guarantee anything. I'm not a financial advisor or wizard. You know, if I was, everybody here would be making money every single day. But we're not always going to have green days, right? And even though it doesn't. I don't know why I said we're not always going to have green days. We had a green day today. It just doesn't feel like it, man. I'm telling you, it's Friday, man. I don't know. I'm not happy that it's the weekend. Regardless, it was a green day, and this is still favoring the bulls. So we do have that crossover in the 15 VWMA over the 200 EMA. RSI indicator corrected itself to neutral, so not extreme overbuying except for at the gun here. And the correction really wasn't that bad, right? We still ended green on the day. We didn't end red. And MVIS is a roller coaster. I was talking about this in my Discord with everybody over there, and I said, guys, this stock can go up or down $1 on any given day, so I really don't recommend chasing this. I think if you're looking for an entry point, it is going to present itself to you, and you're looking to get in. You know, I think $6.28, $6.11. Honestly, anything under $6.30, I think you're going to be sitting pretty well. $6.30, $6.40. If you find a crazy gnarly dip on this thing under $6.40, I think you're gonna make a lot of money back, because when we saw this first run up back here, right, we were trading at $2.61, tapped out of $9.74. If this is the same, and I'm not saying it is going to be, but if this is the same replication, right, 587, if you take that by like a 3 times multiplier, you're going to be looking at, this isn't going to be a penny stock anymore, right? I think as this evolves out of penny stock territory, you're going to attract some new buyers, and it's just looking really solid, guys. I still feel very good about Microvision. Even though it was a bumpy road today, even though we gave some back, we're still green. We didn't end red, and we made some positive moves towards forward momentum for the bulls. So let's just change this to a 2-day 1-minute chart and point out all of the bullish and bearish patterns that we're seeing on the day. So right off the bat, I'm noticing one thing that is bearish, right? Oh, why did it do that? I zoomed out too far. My apologies, guys. It'll fix itself. There we go. So I do see one thing that is bearish on the day. I'll just point this out really quick. We do have a small head and shoulders pattern. There's one shoulder right here. There's another. No, that's not a triangle. There's another shoulder right here. And the head is right here in the middle, and this is typically a bearish sign, right? So we did have a little bit of bearish action since we didn't hold that level. Honestly, this was just too much too fast. That's what it comes down to me, is it was extremely volatile, and I don't think that gave buyers a lot of confirmation that this is going to lay there, you know? I think you might have seen some people take profits on that ride down. In fact, I know there were people that did that just watching the Stock Twits page, but we did touch, you know, $7.48, came back down. We've got that second shoulder, came back down. And I like to call this pattern right here the double bottom, the George W. And we do have a pretty nice looking George W right here. There's one bottom out right here, followed by another bottom out right here. You know, it's probably gonna be easier if I just go like this. That's the second bottom out, and you can see that nice W form right there. W for George W, or W for winning, whatever you want to call it. So we did have a nice little run after that, but it was met at just above this level of resistance. We did have 2 false breakouts, so you can call this a double top or an M. M for mini. It should have been. I'm done. You guys, if you got that reference, just let me know. You can just comment Doodle Bob or something in the comment section. But it was a pretty slow bleed for the rest of the day, guys. It looked pretty rough. We did cross back underneath the 200 EMA with the 15-day VWMA, which is a bearish indicator on the 1-day 1-minute chart. So we did bleed quite a bit, but just heading into the after hours right now, it does look like the stock's recovering really, really well. It's at 670 right now. We do have the VWMA cross back over the 200 EMA, which is a bullish indicator, right? So that's looking really nice. The RSI indicator is not overbought at the moment. We're looking at a couple different peak outs at overbought territory, but the corrections were a little bit harsh, right? Just looking at this. So I think there was some oversold territory on a 1-day scale, right? I am still extremely bullish on this. Everything about the macroscopic view of this stock looks like it is about to frickin' rip. It looks like it's gonna, oh God. I say this in some videos, and some people laugh, but if it looks like a lemon and it smells like a lemon, it tastes like a lemon, it's probably a lemon. And as sure as Popeye eats spinach, man, this is a bullish looking formation here on the stock. So that looks really, really nice. That is what I have for the update on Microvision. If you guys have been killing it lately with MVIS, that makes me so freaking happy, because I've been getting just hammered forever. Everyone's saying, why are you in MVIS? You should get in this or you should get in that. And you know, I understand it was slow moving. I wouldn't want to have my money here either if it was a swing trade, but I really, really do believe in this company as a long-term hold. I think these guys are going to be insane as time progresses and the EV sector grows, as they develop their automotive lidar. If they get bought out by Microsoft, anytime a company is attached to Microsoft, like APXT for example, anytime that you have a company attached to Microsoft, that is something you should be like, huh, I should probably get into that. Now granted, MVIS, you know, that isn't confirmed yet, so don't run with that. Don't say, well, Trey said it's going to get, you know, they're going to sign a deal with Microsoft. It's just possible, and there is speculation, there's rumors of it, right? So I am very high up on Microvision, and I think they're going to be an absolutely phenomenal company. I'm going to be holding them through all of 2021. If you're looking to get in under $6.30, looks great. It's on a bullish run. It looks to continue that bullish run, and I'm very excited for what's to come. So that is what I have for the update on Microvision today. I know that was a long video, but we just have to celebrate Friday, the end of the week. You know, the weekends are never quite the same, but it was a good week in the market. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box for Tubebuddy. Now, Tubebuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay $9 a month for a membership for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 8,000 subscribers in a little less than a month, one day less than a month. So if you're a content creator or looking to become one, it is a great tool to help get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience, and I could not highly recommend this enough. If you do use my link, I'll receive a commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it's a great way to support the channel, and if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate your support by taking the time to watch my videos. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.